one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Texas Longhorns and the UCF Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Reese?
Okay, Holly. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. A handoff for Watson. Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's changing the play. 2nd down to the air. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. They're all over it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Handoff again. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Arch to throw. Between the hashes, it's Townsend. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Manning. Turns it upfield. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's run out of bounds at the 41, and he was oh so close to breaking that return. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Knights! Once he got some room, it was over. Extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. A give to Brown. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Now here's Manning. Out wide left, it's Wingo. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
To throw, Manning. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Out wide right, it's Townsend. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice gain by the offense.
Hart's going to spin it again. Rush right in his face. Across the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Manning on play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Motion from the back. On the option. Pulls it on the option. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Arch Madness. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Right side, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Finds his man. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Longhorns have this offense rolling. They'll give it to Brown. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And that's not a surprise. But when a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Left side is Farmer. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Watson. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Changing the routes with his receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Rush is on. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off for Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Got a little space. He's got the 1st down. Breaks away on the left. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's Manning to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Texas! They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out.
Number 96, set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. First up, a look at Michigan, taking on the number 4 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Wolverines, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. That'll cap off the regular season with a mark of 7-5 and a shot at a bowl. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Fights off a defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
One more time, it's Brown. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Longhorns want to move quickly. Again, it's Brown. Past the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38th.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. He got it beat down in bounds. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Got the first down. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Hits inside, it's Watson. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Moving the pocket, it's Barnett. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Look out! Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Brown again. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Throwing Manning. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
3rd down from the gun, Manning. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Watson. Good, strong tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
They showed this run in the 1st half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the 2nd half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. One more time, it's Brown. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. And give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's open. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Drops back. It's Barnett. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A handoff for Watson. There he goes. He got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCF! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Looking down the middle. Incomplete. And they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Under pressure. Out wide right, it's Thomas. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Knights come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Going to audible here, let's see what they do. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan, and he's brought down after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Knights are flying down the field. Drops back on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. The Knights will hustle to the line.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They've watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They've changed up their coverages. They've gotten after the quarterback. Great defensive game plan coming in this one.
Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a gift to Watson. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Quarterback will keep it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. He wants it all. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and they're trying to get something going here. Obviously, got to make something happen quick late in the 4th quarter, and that might be their last chance, their last real shot. Now they turn the football over, and it's just not looking good. That clock is really working against them.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Breaks into the open, ripping through the defense. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He's going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0.